Good day. I'm your therapy coach, Rod Way. Yesterday, I had a very interesting conversation with a colleague of mine about expanding and growing our private practices. What are some tips? What are some goals, objectives? And what is the mindset we need to be in order for those things to happen? And I was sharing some exciting news with him that had recently happened with me as it relates to my private practice. And one of the things he said as a form of encouragement was, you never know the resources or the things that you need are always around you within reach, but we sometimes can't see it based on our circumstances and situations in life. And that made me reflect on an incident that happened with my grandson yesterday morning. See, he was in his walker and my coat was hanging off the chair in the kitchen. And so my grandson, who loves to grab and hold on to things, and he's in that stage where he wants to feel everything or everything has to go in his mouth. So he was attempting to grab my jacket off the chair. Mind you, his feet can barely touch the floor in this walker, but he managed to inch over inch by inch until he got to the chair where my jacket was. And as he reached out and tried to grab my jacket, it was just beyond his reach. But what he did was he used his leverage. He used his toes. He got up on his toes and he began to reach and stretch for that jacket. The more he reached, the more he stretched. I could see the determination in him. So eventually, not getting frustrated, he leaned into what he was doing. So with him leaning into it, he was able to cover that ground that he needed to cover in order to grab that jacket. And once he grabbed that jacket, he let out a nice little loud noise or yell or sound of happiness and joy that he was able to grab that jacket after all his effort, after inching over inch by inch until he got to where he wanted to be. And I shared that with my colleague and he said, wow, that was a word right there. And I told him, I said, what you said and what he did resonated to me in a whole different manner. And I said that to say this. Sometimes we don't necessarily understand the progress we have made in our lives and our careers because we have done this inch by inch. And when we've gotten to the point where something was just in reach, oftentimes we got frustrated and gave up. But just like my grandson, sometimes we gotta take that extra effort to lean into that situation a little bit more in order for us to grab hold to that thing that we truly desire and want in life. So with that being said, if there's something that you've been reaching for, something that you've been grabbing for in your life, and you find that it's just beyond your fingertips, do like my grandson. Get up on your toes, stretch further, and lean into it. And at that moment, you'll realize that you'll grab it. In the same way he was able to show his excitement with the loud yell, you'll be able to show your excitement too. Don't forget, follow me on social media as the therapy coach on LinkedIn, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Also, subscribe and like and follow my YouTube channel as a therapy coach as well. And go to my website, www.mindandtherapyclinic.com, and check out my blogs and other products that I have on the website. Again, like, share, subscribe, follow, and purchase. Have a good one.